So, welcome back. Yes, that's right, welcome back. Here we are again, back in Phoenecia, ancient Phoenecia. More or less where we left off, outside of Byblos. Well, that's where the family HQ is. I want to start with something interesting. Actually, let's put a bit of music on, because that's... there we go. Music of sorts. Some of you may have been alarmed by what I said yesterday about... what? No computer opponents? What a wuss. And largely you'd be right. But I was looking around today and I managed to find on Gamer Sutra there's a post-mortem from Phoenicia's Trade Empires by one of the lead developers on it, Rachel Bernstein. And on the What Went Wrong section, she mentions... where is it? One of the things that they talk about how one of the things they should have scrapped. Better we nixed some features that were planned from the start and added something. The number one feature that we should have canned was the computer opponents. The game designers realised too late that the game was, as designed, was going to be more fun single player than with computer opponents. So I'm on the same page as the game designers on this. It's more fun without. It's just that's the nature of the game. It's about building up complex trading routes and dealing with change, and they even say in this article, I'm going to put it in the description below, put a link to it, because it's a pretty interesting read. It was done on a tiny budget, apparently. It was done in between when Frog City were doing Imperialism 1 and Imperialism 2, two games I've never played, and this was just a little side project that went off into the other side. And it's arrived on time, on budget, tiny budget, and it's a really good game. And they seem to think so. And they talk about things what they would like to have done better, and what went well, and what didn't go well. And it was actually a really interesting read. But yeah, one of the things was computer opponents. It's not good. They also agreed with me is the markets are just markets. The idea that there's a city with a population of 14,000 souls, not important. Those 14,000 souls buy things, and that's the important thing. So when you joined us last, that's a little bit of housekeeping. I was having to deal with salted fish with 399 gold coins to play with. Not a big problem, although it is going to cost me quite a bit, because each fish salter costs 1,500. Whew. Okay, what I'll do is I'll go back to my happy place of watching Gilgamesh, while I think of what to do with this. Because I have, I think, 8 cities. I'll just sit here and watch some money come in. Oh, that's nice. You see, we're getting the money in. And then once we've sorted out fish, we can then... Oh, that's interesting. Carthage has actually already got a fish salter and salt. So what I could do, in some respects, is just bring the fish from places, attach some salt to it, bring salt back. But I do also want to make use of this salt over here. I just think you could load up a nice dray with 4 salt. Take it to, I don't know, Carthage or somewhere. And take 1 salt to 4 different places. I don't know how much salt you would need. I think it's like 1 salt does 3 fish or something like that, and produces 1 salted fish. Ooh, there's a lot of demand there for salted fish. So I don't know whether to have one where you go, pick up all your fish, go to Carthage, salt them, go back to where you came from. But that's going to take a lot of... Well, it's got to be a faff, isn't it? Well, maybe I have like just a fish route It just goes around, picks up all the fish from these, just dumps it here, and then another route that goes around and just drops off all of your salted fish. That might be better. So if we say... Oh, I don't know actually. It's a tricky one. What I want to do is have a fish salter in each of these cities, as I keep on explaining. And then just bring the salt in there. Huh. It is very useful to have a salt mine there, and what I could do is I could have Carthage as like international fish. It's like you'd pick up fish from... Well, then again, what's the point in that? I'd rather just have a galley full of... Galley full of salt. So there's a fish salter there. Oh, this is a tricky one. There's also a problem is that this salt is nowhere near the sea. But I suppose what I could do, pick it up, go to Carthage, add a bit more salt, turn it into a dray or whatever, turn it into a galley, and then... Well, there's 1, 2... 3, 4... And that's got the additional thing of like Byblos doesn't have any fish to begin with, so Tyre would have to... I don't know. Let's start with what I can do for the time being. What I can do for the time being is go to Carthage, buy that fish salter, and then basically have a Carthage fish route. Start in Utica. Take a merchant galley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's awkward. Right, go to Carthage. Carthage itself eats salted fish. That's a problem. That singular temple, apparently, is consuming, you know, buckets of stuff. Oh well. Go to Utica. We'll go back to Utica. Then go to... I mean, what's the demand for salted fish there? High. Very high. But if we go to karaoke, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, pick up 4. Then go to Thapsus, pick up the rest. Then go to Carthage. That's no more efficient, is it? Particularly since he has to keep on going backwards and forwards across this. I need to build a canal through the middle of here. Alright, we'll do it this way. Just go to Caerhune. Pick up 8. Go to... remove this stop. Go to Carthage. Leave with 2. Go back to Caerhune. Go to Thapsus. With all the fish. Go to Carthage. Back back to Thapsus. Now that's a terrible route. That is so inefficient. I mean, look at all this emptiness. But I don't know how else to do it. At least I'll get some fish. I don't know how well that salt mine's going to cope, but I guess time will tell. So do I have? No. I don't know what the next thing was going to be. Also, did salted fish stop anybody on their route? Because sometimes what happens... Yeah. No. Sometimes when a new commodity comes in, it just stops all the trade routes without warning. That dealing in that route. But it looks like... Yeah, Byblos fish is fine. However, the route itself is a little... isn't right anymore. So we'll alter that so he doesn't do any fish deliveries. Should we go for another famine relief chap? Actually, we'll use Darius once he's sold the goods. Yeah. Wait until he's sold the goods. Then we'll send him on the Carthage fish route. I hope he doesn't get mugged on the way. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Row faster. Or give me a hippoium. Right, drop that unit. You're going on the Carthage fish route. Ooh! Again, they keep on catching me with no cargo. This is fine. More than fine. Some Cretan archers. See, I've got some money stored up now. So, what do I do? I think if I set up a fish maker's shop here, and he can do Tyre and Byblos. So if I change Byblos fish to include one salted fish, because that's all you're getting. And set up a fish salter. I might make that market a little bit bigger. What we could theoretically do is just do all your fish salting in Tyre. But that might overburden this bit here. So let's go back to Carthage. I could probably build a canal to that salt. Or I could if... Oh no. I thought for a horrible second that the roads would get in the way. I mean, I wouldn't put it past this game to, to put the roads in the way. And then not be able to delete them. What's a cost-effective way of doing this? Something like that? Nice. So we can build... What's nice is I actually can build that there. Western Carthage with all of the salt. And a nice river port. And we'll wait for Gilgamesh. Because, you know, Gilgamesh is the boy. And what I might do is build a second smelter in here as well. Because that's no good. Having said that, the smelter's not the bottleneck. The bottleneck is the copper mines, and there's not a great deal I can do about that. He's going to take a while actually selling those swords. But look at that, he's broken even already, and he's still got four swords to sell. I'm so happy. Oh, there's already a fish salter there at Western Seckham. It's a shame they've not got access to both fish, because we could have Israeli fish. Could go there with all the salt. They could salt the fish, bring the fish back to Gaza. Like, Gaza's got the fish, but doesn't have the salt. See, this isn't too bad. I can work with this. Oh, we've got some money now as well. So I'll go back to Carthage. Build a second river port, so this canal actually goes somewhere. Or not. There we go. Whew, that's hard work. So we just have like salt. Faux is. And then start at, I've lost it, Western Carthage. That begins with a W. On an Egyptian barge, picking up all of the salt. I'm wondering whether to just dump a little bit of salt in Carthage, but they may struggle to sell it. It would cause confusion and delay. But I might risk it. So go to Carthage on a merchant galley. That seems reasonable. And then well, that's irritating. Stick it on the Egyptian barge, and then we'll put a seaport where it needs to. And Phoenicia's got that. I mean, I could bring in some fish just from Chimera. Take it to Tyre, salt it up. That's no, that's no good. It's just no good. Okay. What was I thinking? Bring the salt in. Bring the salt to Tyre. Tyre will turn that much salt into a fair bit of fish. An idea. So go back to Israel. That's K for Israel, please. Well, Kingdom of Israel. You've got a seaport you've got a seaport. So on salt, on a merchant galley, go to Western Sechem. Actually, no, start in Carthage. So I think I need... No, start in Phoenecia. So go to Tyre. Drop 2, leave with... something like that. Drop 3, leave with 2. Go to Byblos. Starts with a B. Maintain your salt supply. Probably go to Chimera, pick up some fish. Go to Western Sechem. Leave with 2. That will leave you with a bit of salt. Where's my salt? I can't find it. Unless I'm looking at in the wrong place. So that 2 salt will make 2 fish. Eat 1. Go to Gaza. Leave Gaza with 2 salt. Then go to... Actually no, I'll just have a second salt route that deals with western Sicily and Straits of Gibraltar. So, yeah, that's fine. Take a load of salt. Take 4, convert 2 entire to fish. Eat 2. That leaves you with 4. You'll go to Byblos. So leave 2. Go to Chimera. Pick up some more fish. Go to Western Sechem. Make 4, leave with 2, go to Gaza, leave with nothing. Then go back to Carthage and change into an Egyptian barge. Easy. Let's watch it all go wrong. Oh, that's another thing. I'm going to guard that salt. And now we wait. As Gilgamesh saves the day. Or not. Neither of those are particularly useful. We'll go seamanship. Here's my boy Gilgamesh, ready to make some money. Or at least enough to buy a merchant. Now it might be worth having 2 people on that route. I don't know. I don't want 2 people on that route, but I'll have to do it, maybe. Come on, Gilgamesh, get a move on. I've been singing your praises. 1400, 1600, there we go. So we'll get an escape artist, just in case. Salt foe is, off you go. Why are you stopped at headquarters? Oh, you're just thinking. Pathfinding, yeah. That was one of the things that the game designer said was a bit of a problem, particularly when it came to computer players, was pathfinding. Anyway, I'm going to watch Gilgamesh make me some cold, hard cash from arms trading. Oh. Oh, that slows that Egyptian barge. That's okay, right. That's a shame. By the time Gilgamesh gets around to it again, that event will have gone. We could have 2 people on that swords route. Because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, you know, that demand's not being covered. Is anybody bringing Tyre any clothes now? I don't think they are they? They may grumble about that. What I could do is get the ceramics chap to pick up the slack. So he goes to Byblos, pick up linen cloth, wool cloth, then go to Tyre. Job done. That's the kind of creative thinking you have to go with when you've only allowed 30 merchants. Okay, so we'll go back to... I don't think what that slam was. I've got a glass of water with me tonight, because last night it was affecting my ability. I was getting quite croaky towards the end. If we go back to Carthage, I bought that one. What I actually want to go to is go to Israel and buy this. That's fine. I'm thinking, since we'll be having some... Aggregas is going to want some salted fish. A lot of salted fish. That's fine. They can salt their own fish. And I don't think I really did. What don't I want a? I can't remember if I wanted a village in Eastern Gades. Never mind. I've got one. No, nobody's salting any fish over here. That's fine. Could do the same thing again. Fortunately, fish salting is not region dependent. Some production goods are. Like you can't have a silk weaver anywhere except in China, because that's just wouldn't be right. So if I have, let's start in the Straits of Gibraltar and have a fish salter in Eastern Gades. No, let's have him in Tartessus. And then we'll have let's have salt gib sick. I'm going to look at that and think, what the what am I on about? And then something similar to what I had before, Western Carthage with the salt. 9. Go to Carthage on a galley, leave with the merchant galley, leave with 8. Go to Tartessus. With 4. Or not. And salted fish of 2. Then you go to Gades with just the 4. And then go to Western Sicily and go to Agrigas and then drop off 2. But I don't know what to do from there. It might be sensible to have another market here. In fact, there's some salt there. To that end, screw Sicily. They can sort themselves out. So you just take 8 salt. Dump it all in Tartessus. And then leave with 4 fish. I don't know what to do there though. I don't know whether to pick up some fish, go back to Tartessus. But I don't think so. I think we'll be fine. You go back to Carthage and get on a Egyptian barge. And then we'll have another salt route, which will basically be this. And they'll just bring salted fish to Agrigas and come back with some regular fish. 4,000 coins! I can't afford that. I can't afford anything. I have to start thinking about what to do about white goods. So we've got Israeli white goods sorted, Phoenician goods, Carthaginian goods. That leaves... I mean, presumably you can do some... I can do wool here, but I can't do flax. And in... Yeah, so wool's not a problem. Linen is. Also looks like clay's not a problem in either of these. It's just flax. Which is fine. I can deal with that. But to deal with that, I need money. Come on, Gilgamesh. You're the boy. To wait for you to make me some money. Where is Gilgamesh? It's running out, but the coins are coming in, so I'm alright with that. So we just have a seaport there. And a fish salter. A fish salter. It's better. And presumably we can get something set up quite nice. We'll need a mirrors route that... See, I'm quite disappointed with this. I mean, a second smelter would buy up a bit more copper. It might raise the price just sufficiently that those copper mines just keep on going. Just for that bit longer, so there's a bit more to stockpile. And the smelter is 1,500, that's pretty pricey. So I'll put that in the maybe pile. That's along with the canals and the silver route. I mean, you look at that. That's perfect. Well, it's not perfect. I could do with the clay mine. I could do with there being more than one clay mine and there being a potter nearby. But I guess beggars can't be choosers. So, I'd also like it near the coast. But maybe I'm just being a bit picky. Let's see that. Yeah, because I could take a dray, 2 wool, 2 ceramics, 1 into each city. Probably have to fork out a bit more than that. That's fine. I'll buy that. Because I've just got a problem. I just can't help but buy production buildings. Oh, there's already a my bad. Saved myself a bit of money there. So the caravanserai there, and the caravanserai there, and then we can have white goods Sicily. Easy enough. Just go to Hadranum. On a dray, pick up 2 wool, 2 ceramics. Go to Eastern Heraclea Minor. Ceramics, wool, aggregas. Pick up some fish. Take it back to Eastern Heraclea Minor. Because the fish stalls is always going to find something they want to do. In fact, you take some salted fish with you, and then that's that. That's fine. I'm happy with that. And we can get somebody with famine relief, because that's salted fish. Students can get 1600 for a... Oh, hello. Finally, a battle where there's some cargo at stake. But I don't have that kind of money to parley, so I'm going to fight it. We have 4 pirates. It says at the bottom of the screen there, but it's all greyed out, so never mind. Nice. Again, did that go into the coffer straight away? Hope so. I could do with the merchant and I could do with a potter, but I will buy the merchant first and hope in the time he gets there. Hey, there's Gilgamesh. Let's give him a wave. You can do the white goods Sicily route, and then how much is a potter? Smashing. Fantastic. One of the things they said in that design document as well, so they overestimated how much space would be a problem in cities, which is why all the production buildings are 1 by 1, because they thought that there would not be enough space. They would take up too much space if they were 2 by 2, and there wouldn't be enough room for housing. But that is manifestly not the case. So that's fine. We can look at Gibraltar white goods. God, there's a lot of silver here. There's some wool, and there's the weaver. Shame there's no clay pits nearby. Oh, they're miles away. That's fine. See, I'm hoping at some point that all this will all flourish into massive profitability. I'm just not seeing it for the time being. I'm going to buy production buildings because I have a problem. And have a road going from here to here. So we can do that. Ah. Now there is a clay mine there. I do wonder... I can't have overlapping market radiuses. Radii. Also, not money to construct a building, but that's a... Oh, that's quite irritating. What I'm going to have to do is probably build my own potter for that. Would be helpful though, because I could just put a load of linen, put a load of wool cloth on one side, sell it, buy, sell, sell. Where's the only other clay is miles away? Huh, that rhymes. Unless... I didn't think to go to Morocco. The reason for that, it's not particularly appealing. I'm very sure there's the clay there is pretty close. I could do that, but that would complicate things because then I'd have to pick up 4 linen, pick up 4 wool cloth, drop 2 off, pick up 3, pick up 3, pick up 3, pick up 3. You know, because you can't be doing with it. Unless I was to go here and be like, pick up 8. But what a faff. I mean, I might just do it there and just have a ship come up by 4. Could work actually, because then you could go there, go there, go there, go there. But then how does Tartessus get the ceramics? Go there and go there. I don't know, but I quite like that idea. I do something about the mirrors as well. Uh-oh. As soon as that ivory route started, it's been nothing but trouble. Also, haven't we already fought you? Ugh! They've taken everything and captured Cyrus. It's cost 800 coins. Which means that Cyrus is so unprofitable. Actually, no, he's made good money. He's worth it. But what would also probably be worth it is if I was to look at the ivory route and stick another man-at-arms on. What a palaver. Okay, off you go. So my dreams of being able to afford ceramics for these people has yet again been thwarted. Although the Cedar Phoenecia boys, the Cedar boys, are all about that. So if I had persuasion, that wouldn't have cost me 800. Gilgamesh, my boy. Gilgamesh the man is a price gouger now, so he'll be able to sell those swords. Where is he? He's still got a sword to sell. Fantastic. He's made 4,000 from that single route. Mirrors Carth Foe is. Gouge those prices. I made the money back. For all my woe is me. And there was an awful lot of woe is me. I don't want to... Actually, it doesn't matter if I include the fish or not. Fortunately, the potters are fairly cheap. And then I can look at... white goods. Gib. So, start at Eastern Tartessus. On a mule... No, on a dray, pick up 4 wool cloth. Go to Tartessus. Drop off 2 wool cloth. Turn into a merchant galley. Maybe a regular galley. Then go to... I knew. I thought when I was doing it, I've not put a thing in, have I? Go to wherever. I have to wait for a little bit. There, wow. I don't know what happened there. What did happen there? I can think it might have been mirrors, might have been Gilgamesh with the swords. I'll actually look into that. That was pretty exciting. No. I don't think it'd be the Cedar that brought in that kind of money. Whoa, I think it was the mirrors. No. I don't know. I don't know who brought that money in. What's he trying to do? There's a lot of people trying to sell a lot of salt. And there's not enough fish. Because nobody's on the fish route. Where's the Carthage fish chap? I've lost him. What's gone wrong? What's gone wrong is I think the temple's eaten it. Okay. That's fine. I'll be able to sell salted fish to Utica because everybody loves salted fish. Going back to white goods for the Straits of Gibraltar. Go to Tartessus, leave on a galley. Go to Northern Lixus with... May as well leave on the merchant galley, actually. To wool cloth. Go to Eastern Gades. 2 ceramic. I don't know, sail back to Tartessus. Maybe with some fish in hand? I don't know. No, because that's going to confuse things. Because then they'll get stuck waiting for salt. And it'll be horrendous. Okay. And then you turn back into a... Probably into a mule. So you go back to Eastern Tartessus. Back to Tartessus. Good. Well, that's the sound of houses disappearing because they've not got anything. Not got any food, not got any... Well, not got anything. Where are you at White Goods? Gibraltar. And then hopefully we'll go to Carthage. Wait for these people to give him some fish. Always worth having a bit of excess. Oh, come on! Cyrus, you're costing me a fortune. I mean, give me a chance, game. He needs to get started on the route before he can pick up the guards. Does that work? Sort of. Carthage fish. Don't know how he's making money. Probably from other merchants. Neither of these are very useful. They're both useless, in fact. Oh, come on. He does have to cross 2 boundaries in order to get there, so I might have to try a few times before Nabopolassar is able to do any good. Not bad. Oh yeah, I need to start thinking about linen. Something like... That's too big. I want the biggest market you have. No, that's too big. That would be ideal, but there's farms in the way. I might bite the bullet and... Look at this money! I've got 6,000. I think that's the first time we've had as much money as when we started with. This calls for a celebration. So we've got some flax. We will buy our own weaver. And a seaport. And say... New. Flax. Sick. Jib. We'll start at southeastern Kerowenoween. On a merchant galley. Pick up all of the linen cloth. Go to... I don't know, somewhere in Western Sicily. Eastern Heraclea Minor. Leave with 4. Go to Agrigas. Sorry, leave with 6. Leave with 4. Go to Eastern Gades, leave with 2. Go to Tara thingy whatnot. Tartessus with 0. No muss, no fuss. Now let's get... Fine, they're all useless, but we'll go with him because he's probably going to get captured on the way. So you go to... What did they call it? Flax, wasn't it? Yeah. But I'm also thinking we'll get another military kit. We'll get Ibn Sin, also working the swords route. Okay. Things are looking up, I think. Is it worth having them on all the time? Seldom is the answer. So all that money that I built up has suddenly magically disappeared. But we're in a good place. I think salt isn't going to be an issue. So I'll go back to those salt routes. So salt in Carthage won't be an issue. So I'd be inclined to just knock that off. Have a quick check, see if any of the merchants are stuck anywhere. Oh wow! Things were so bad there. Everybody's left. Oh wow. That's what happens, kids, when you don't supply your cities properly. Sooner or later, I think I might have to. Ooh, war with the Philistines. Kingdom of Israel is supplying a distant war and so has augmented all of its demands. I don't know if that's a particularly good thing. I am not supplying that. Well, actually, where's my score at the time being? Because I seem to have a lot of cities in a lot of places. Not bad. 42,000. I need, what's that, 1 million for it. I'm a regional big shot. Feel like one. What it might be worth doing. Well, there's two things. I want a second ivory route. Because this place is looking lazy. Ivory from Israel, so if I have new ivory gib sick. Right, start at northern Phoenecia. Although I am thinking that's always dangerous. There is some ivory over here you can build a canal to. But I don't want to flood the market. Or do I? There we go. Northern Phoenecia on a dray. Ivory statuettes. Go to... Can I not go to Carthage? No, I go to Utica. On a galley. With my ivory statuettes. And go to... Oh, I don't know. Tingis and Gades, I should imagine. Yes. See, why can't I press T and it automatically goes down to Tingis? Eastern Gades. I'll look back at this and say most of the commentary in this game is just me saying the name of the city that I am going to. Eastern Gades, regular Gades. Back to Eastern Gades. Then go to Western Sicily where you'll... Needs more palaces. Only one palace. I didn't think of that. Ah. In that case, does Gades have a temple? Yes, it does. One. Go back to Dripane, I think. Yes. Then go back to Agricas on a galley. Go to Carthage. No, go to Utica. on a dray. Now you get somebody who does some Ashurbanipal, will do some price gouging and make you lots of money. Now we can start talking about silver. Oh no, we can't. Wool cloth has been removed from the game. A new commodity, dyed wool cloth, is demanded by the following structures: dwelling. Ceramics has been removed from the game. A new commodity, dyed ceramics, is demanded by the following structures: dwelling. Linen cloth has been removed from the game. A new commodity, dyed linen cloth, is demanded by the following structures: dwelling. I'm never going to get around to that silver route, am I? Right. So, that's all stopped. It's not going to tell me what route it was on before. It's just going to stop any route where ceramics or linen or wool. I mean, what route was he supposed to be on? Oh, he was on the linen route. Well, the point remains. I need to get some dye making. And now I've got to go to all of these and add dye. And end up with a nice dyed linen cloth. Which I think sells for a better price, but is not worth the aggro. So these ones are fairly easy. I'm thinking a dye route, essentially. Pick up that indigo, turn it into dyes, take it to Western Uthnia and Hippodiaratus. And then these routes can carry on as before. Actually, if we upgrade that a little bit, I can include that indigo there. Okay, let's start with Carthage. There's a dye maker. I don't know how I'm going to make this money now that half of my merchants have just stopped. I'm relying more than ever on Gilgamesh, I think. Okay. Okay. I'll need to go around and specify. So you're not doing that. Because what I'm thinking is you'll bring dyes to these places and they will herp-a-derp put dyes in the wrong one. So you're not doing that. You're not doing that. I gotta wait for some money to come in. And just like that, 900 has just disappeared. Ooh. This is going to be a bit tricky. I think the game imagines you have some money behind you by this stage, but I don't know why I haven't. I'm not quite sure why I'm so impecunious. A great word for poor. Just got to wait for some more money to come in. So many idle merchants. I'm glad I set up that ivory route when I did. I'm curious if the merchants are so idle. Oh, what's going on here? What are you doing? I think what's happening is they're selling all of their fish first, then turning around and going, right, ready to buy the salted fish now. But it's being eaten by that bloody temple. Well, to be fair, the palace is eating it as well. Don't know what to do with that. Just go back on the route. I wish I'd not spent all that money now. I've got a lot to spend because I've got to do that in all of these. Oh, that's something. So if I go to Israel, what does the situation look like in Israel? Not too bad, actually. The ceramics certainly can fend for themselves. Not so much up over by Sechem. Although, depending on how much you want to overload these indigo farms. Chance to be a fine thing. I'm nowhere near being able to afford that. Okay, we've got some money. Let's start with these Carthage routes. Let's be able to do something. Caravanserai, dye maker. Whew. Okay. Diecarth. Start at Western Thrombomaxis. And oh, that is. That's my phone. Right. On the wheeled dray. That's the wrong one. Or not on the regular dray. Take 4 dye. Drop 3 off at Western Athena. And 1 off at Hippo Diaratus. So if we go to and say dyed wool cloth, dyed ceramics. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Looks cooler. It does look neater. That's not worth the aggro that I'm going to go through there. Dyed ceramics, dyed that, dyed wool. Well, that's one. I don't know who was on that route. Kirkuan, Thapsus. Dyed wool, dyed linen, dyed. Okay. Thapsus and Utica. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Dye, wool, dyed wool. Ceramics, fine. I don't think it really matters, does it? Kirkuan. Thapsus. Utica. Right. Carthage has been set back up. As soon as what's his name comes up to sort this place up. There's very little indigo on the coast. Well, there's some there. So that's fine. So we'll just have you there. I can't afford that yet. But when I do... I don't know where he was going. But he can turn up with a bunch of dyes, take them there, and then you've got your linen. Easy. Although that's going to be a faff to sort the route out. Oh, I hope you were set in for a boring evening, because that's what I've got planned for you. So we'll go to linen, flax. Because we've now got to start at Eastern... So we've basically got to start this route again. Eastern Hippodiaratus. Go to Eastern Kirkabane. Or Southeastern Kirkabane, sorry. Go to Agrigas, go to Eastern Heraclea Minor. Eastern Gades. Actually, that wasn't too bad. And Eastern Gades. Assuming it's all linen. Fine. Right. You go on the... what was it called? Flax route. There you go. Do your pathfinding. Fine. Right. Now, let's go to... let's sort Israel out. That'll be a little tricky. There's no indigo this side. What it might be prudent to do then is just have... oh, I don't want to have a merchant that is specialised just taking dye from here to there. What does the white goods route look like? So that's the thing, there's no point, it's not empty at any point on the way back up. So, it'd be easy enough to get dyed ceramics. So if we start in Judah, dyed ceramics, 2, then go back on ourselves, pick up 4 dye. Is there really no indigo? There's 3 indigo there. And 1 indigo there. That might be enough. As soon as I get some money in, I'll do something about this. God, I hope there's no more major changes. That is, I think that is the worst game. That is the worst game change that the game gives you. I mean, it might get worse in later missions, but my God, it's horrendous. It really is. Having to change 3 different commodities all at the same time, and while all this is happening, of course, all your cities are going. Where's our goods? We've already not got any. Oh, it's pretty good. They're like, we've already not got enough salted fish. No, that's not bad. And now they're turning around saying, well, we've not got any clothes or ceramics. And it's all because these people are so picky for dyes. I need 3,000 for 2 dye makers. Eee. I almost had it then. So there's 1 dye maker. Come on, Gilgamesh, I'm going to need you now, buddy. What are you trying to do? Attempted to sell, but nobody's interested in bronze hand mirrors, and I don't blame them because I've not got any food. Use this bronze hand mirror to see just how skinny I look. Oh, struggling to sell cedar as well. The cedar root is struggling. What is this? It's just the world's been turned upside down. Is what's happened. Oh, come on. Yes, Gilgamesh. Meanwhile, Ibit Sin is buying swords, and that's probably not good for my bank balance. Although it does mean that these slackers aren't getting any time off. Well, the tin mine is. But it shouldn't be. Let's go back to Israel. Let's stick in a dye maker here. And we go to white goods and we say forget this, basically start again. Start with Judah with 2 dyes. Go to Gaza. Go to Western Sechem. Go to Southwestern Sechem. Pick up 4 dyes. Go to Sechem. And this is where things get tricky because I want both. And then pick up 1 dyed wool. That should work. And then go back to Western Sechem. Back down to Gaza. And then to Judah. Right, Sennacherib, you look like you were on that route. I really wish these houses weren't here. There is a way you can clear them, but it's kind of gamey, and it leaves you with a bunch of like paths that you can't get rid of. But if you were to build like a trail across there, it deletes the houses. Right, next. Phoenecia. One there. One there. One there. Okay, I can set up a dye Phoenecia run. In fact, yeah. Set up a riverport, and then take 4 to Byblos. Not ideal, but nothing about this situation is. Ah, there's some money. Trading post. Southern Hamath. And Riverport. Wish I'd not been so cheap now. No funds. Okay. Oh, this is bad. I haven't got the money. I haven't got the money to build a blooming road. I don't like this. So what I'm thinking is, rather than having 2 people on the mirrors route, I set up a new mirrors route that deals with the new markets. So we'll look at mirrors. Carthfo is, and say mirrors. Sick Gib. And then I will actually make a change rather than just renaming it. So with that, you do that, you do that. You leave northeastern Panormus with 8, and then you go instead to places where there's not enough demand. Basically, Agricas, Eastern Heraclea, Manoa, Eastern Gades, and then Tarsussus. None of which really have the demand, but oh well. I'm not fussed at this point. Agrigas. The amount that it's sort of jerking around makes it very... Huh? Very difficult to keep hold of. Like it suddenly jumps up. And like, where did Tartussus go? And then we just remove these. Nice. And since you're already midway through, you may as well just change where you're going. Current route. Well, there we go. The ivory's doing its thing. I'm going to always have this on. You know, just in case. It shouldn't run up a deficit because it always needs tin from there to work. Well, that's the only thing I can do without spending money. Ah, there we go. So we go back to Phoenecia. That's the first time I made use of the River Jordan. It's deep and wide, but it's not deep and wide enough. Hallelujah. Okay, so we'll just have new route. Die phone. Go to southern Hamath. On an Egyptian barge, take all of the dye. Maybe that's a bit much, actually. Give me all the dye you have. No, that's too much. Okay, that goes to the northern Jordan River, where you will then get on a camel for the time being. Oh, yeah. And then go to Byblos. I don't know if that'll work. Yes, it must work. So he was on the ceramics route. We'll update the ceramics route to take into account the fact it's now dyed. I can't remember the name. Oh, there it is. Ceramics. And ceramics, ceramics. Go to Tyre, leave with nothing. Lovely. You get embark on that, and then when we get the money for the merchant, we can set somebody on that route. When we get the money, we'll say, oh, come on. Usually by this point in the game, everything's going swimmingly. Ah, like that. New merchant, river pilot. That was easy enough. So you're on the Die Phoenecia route. Right, we've now got to look for Western Sicily. Now this place gets a bit tricky because this place doesn't have dyes in and of itself. But that's fine, because what I can do is I can import dyes from Carthage. Maybe. I might be able to use that one, but that might strain the resources. So we'll go to... We'll go to Phoenicia and set up a dye factory here. I don't know how you're supposed to do this with a rival. Can you imagine the competition for dyes would be fierce? Well, I'm scratching around for anything I can find. So we'll look at white goods, Sicily. Ooh, what's the point? Hadronum is not next to the sea. Yeah. I don't think I can make it next to the sea either. That's a problem. I just set these routes up as well. That's the most irritating thing. I don't know. I'm going to have to do it like this. And hope I can build a river port. I see. That is going to be the most useless kind of... Oh. Gilgamesh has encountered a pack of pirates and reasonably trained as well. I'm not spending 4,154 because that's basically the profit from all of that. Fight. I think if it's more than 50%, it's guaranteed. Again, I don't know when I see that money. Sirius is facing odds. It's sort of been about the game getting pretty violent later on, and I don't know if it's because there's more bandits or there's just more crossings. War with the Philistines has ended. I didn't end well for the Philistines, I don't think. Right, Gilgamesh has made that money, so he may as well get leadership from all the fighting he's been doing. So we'll have a river port. Good grief. It's like... Once I've got a bit more... Uh-oh. Ugh. Oh, come on. They were on the flax route. Lesson learned, I guess. Noble Palasar will be on the... You go back onto the flax route. Well, the bandits are really in force recently. Right, I needed that money. I really needed that money. Well, it's too late now. Where were the local militias like 10 minutes ago? I can't even see who's the next moneymaker. Gilgamesh probably, but there's a long way to go to Western Phoenicia. Well, maybe not. Still lots of demand for bronze swords. What's his name could come by and sell some more swords and we'd all be happy then. So we're going to have a seaport there, and do I need a seaport here? No. So let's go to... White goods. Sicily. We now need to start it at Arabuna. Well, that's awkward. Leaving a merchant galley with all of the dyes. Oh yeah, I need to pay for the dyes there as well. A dye manufactory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go to Western Sicily. Go to Southern Hadranum. Change to an Egyptian barge. Keep the dyes though. Go to Hadranum. Change it to dyed wool, dyed ceramics. Now what I'm thinking actually no, they need the goods here. I was thinking about just going straight on to Gibraltar, but they'll probably get robbed. Speaking of which, so you can go back to Southern Hadriman on a merchant galley. Actually, I've changed my mind again. Agrigas. It depends. Eastern Heraclea Minoa has the demand for 2 and 2 and 2. You know what? I'm just going to be a real money spinner about this. Eastern Heraclea Minoa. Oh, you're coming in with some mirrors, lovely. Two, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go to Agrigas. 1, 2, 1, 2. Go to Eastern Gades, 1, 1, and end Tartessus. So it feels empty that I can't take anything back with me to Phoenicia. But you've got a lot of water crossings, so yeah, I am definitely just flooding you full of men. Cheap men, but it's the numbers that count apparently. So I don't know who's free. Somebody in Western Sicily, probably. You can now do the white goods Sicily route. Probably best to drop that fish. And that, I think, is all of it covered. Now we can start thinking about silver. Whee. Oh, lovely. I mean, he's already sold all of the Cartho is. Oh, so they haven't sold it to Eastern Heraclea Minor. Where's the other mirrors chap then? Oh, I've got money now. me just watch this come in, and I'll be right on it. Dyed wool. Need more salted fish. And they're fine for salted fish. So who's on that salt route? Salt foe, salt gib. Where are you getting your salt from? I can't remember. Western Second, Carthage. Oh, you're not getting them anywhere. Of course, you make your own. Ah, that changes things. This changes everything. So let's go back to white goods, Sicily. That's go to Hadrianatum, go to there, go to Heraclea Minor, pick up 2 salted fish, then sell them at Agrigas as well. So you start that route again. Okay. What's the demand for ivory looking like? Actually, I'm seeing more demand for... a lot of demand for ivory, actually. So is it worth... Let's go to Carthage and build a canal to somewhere out here. I can't remember where the canal was now. It was somewhere pretty epic. Was it there? Yes, it was. That's probably not worth it. What is worth it is silver, because I've been meaning to do it for so very long. It is. Ooh, see, even the seeded merchants are getting attacked now. 10,000. This is the first time in what we're on now. Getting up to about 4 hours. Finally got more than 5 digits in the bank balance. What's Darius doing? Wasting his time. This is a problem. Well, I don't know how to fix it. Because that looks so inefficient. Pick up all of them. Or maybe that's the point, don't pick up all of those. Although it does do away with the point of going by on a boat. I know. I don't know if this is just doubling down on failure, but if Egyptian barge. No, that's not what we want. I want to sail. I want to hippie him. I don't know what the point of that one is. So I won't buy it. I could get a wheeled vehicle, but I'm not fussed. Oh, I know what I'll spend my money on. I'll go to Phoenecia. I'll get around to building that road at last. To the sound of a grateful nation, I suppose. And then we'll have a look at ceramics, which is somewhere mid-table. Because it goes through like capital letters first and then goes to lowercase and does the same list again. Which is interesting. What's wrong with that? Northern Jordan River to Byblos. What's wrong with that? Is it missing a road somewhere? Maybe. Let's try that again. Ceramics. I don't understand. I do understand. Once again, it's human error. Still, at least the nice people of Smyrna not only have a river port they don't need, they've now got a caravanserai they don't need. So, good for them, I guess. Ceramics, right. Now everyone's allowed to pray. Now we can start thinking. Now we can start thinking about silver. So, where are all the temples? There's one there. One there. Oh, that's something I'm going to make a note of. I'm going to make a list of where all the palaces are. Something I was going to do off screen, but I'm not. So we're Western Phoenecia. Western Arpad. Actually, no, stuff it. We'll do it live. Probably not going to get access to that canal. Oh, there's regular Phoenecia. Doesn't like diagonal canals, and that's a real problem. Okay, so that's Phoenecia. Seaport. If I felt like it, I could set up a bit more of a cedar route there. But I'm not. I'm just going to leave these guys to just make 20,000. That is... Those guys are just keeping the place afloat. Israel. The one temple that's in Gaza, that's already catered for. In Carthage... There's a palace. That's fine. Hadrometum. Any more? Yes. One in Carthage, which is already being serviced. And then Western Sicily. There's two. Neither of them in very good place. Well, that's not a bad place, I guess. That's a terrible place. Talk about awkward. I had to build a great big market. It's very. I guess it's quite a mythical location to be so far removed from the rest of society. Mythical and awkward. Speaking of awkward, so is this place. I'd be inclined almost to bring the canal up there, but I'm not. And then there is the Straits of Gibraltar. Gades is already accounted for, and then there's one up here, which is also a little bit awkward. Malacca. That's too far to go to. Is it too far to go to Eastern Gades? Yes. Okay, now we've got that sorted, let's talk silver. And I'm going to talk a lot of silver. So I'll have a trading post here, Seafarers, with a canal that goes to Eastern Gades. Which I think should work. Riverport. Oh, good grief! I hate canals. Okay. And we'll put a smelter in here. Since I think I paid for silver smelting some time ago. Are you ready? Silver. So we'll start in Seafarers on the Egyptian barge. That's a point. Go to Eastern Gades, then stop. think I'm getting better. So say silver. 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I don't know what the demand for silver is actually. It's a lot. 9, 10. Go to regular Gades. Drop off. Nine actually. I don't know. Then go to Eastern Gades on a merchant galley with all the silver you can carry. And we'll come back to Malacca because that's inland. Is what I was thinking, so we'll go to Carthage. Go straight to Carthage. Plenty of demand for there. So what I'm thinking now is just not even go to all of the temples. Just go to the easy to access ones. Do that. Leave with that. Go to Eastern Gades. Go to Carthage. Drop off 2 at Carthage. Go to Hadrumetum. Might have to wait a while at Hadrumetum for the demand to build up. Go to Kingdom of Israel and go to Gaza. Go to Eric's. And then that's it. Go back to Eastern Gades, I guess. If I felt so inclined, I could go to the inland ones. Southern Panormus. Yeah, I could do that. I could have a second one that does the other. Southern Panormus, Malacca, and the other one, Phoenecia. And then that's it. What I won't forget to do, given how many borders they'll have to travel and how valuable the cargo is, they are getting. Ooh. They are getting all of the guards. Save. Merchants. Probably won't need marketeering. Probably, I prefer price gouging, but you'll do. And off you go. But I mean, while I'm here thinking about it, we could do silver inland. Go to Eastern Gades. Then go to Phoenecia. on the Egyptian barge. Can't find the silver. The palace isn't interested in silver at all, which sounds a bit weird to me. Then you go to Phoenecia. Or we'll just remove all the stops until you start playing ball. Go back to Western Phoenecia. Now, how do we do this? To be fair, I think there's only 3 temples that are inland. Go to Eastern Gades, Western Phoenecia, regular Phoenecia, back to Western Phoenecia. It doesn't get any easier. Western Sicily. So low down. And then up to southern Panormus. Back down to eastern Heraclea and Manoa. On the galley. Scroll down. Silver. Back to Straits of Gibraltar. I mean, the mouse wheel doesn't even move there. I've got to click Southern Malacca. Up to regular Malacca. Back to Southern Malacca. On the regular galley. Back to Eastern Gades. Whew. Oh yeah, again I forgot. Or more, it doesn't fill in the gaps. That's happened several times actually. You add new markets and it's just like, I guess you don't want any troops to them. And now we wait. Ibn Sin's on the way to make me happy. Oh yeah. And there's me buying new merchants. Now that's what I was talking about, getting a sail. I can't remember why I want a sail now. There's something that required an extra, what was it? Salt on the merchant. The Carthaginian route, you know the one I mean. What I'm thinking is that they could turn up with 9 and leave with 2, hopefully. The demand for salted fish will be satiated long enough for them to do something about it. I mean, on the other hand, I could just have a fish route, but it seems so wasted. I'm amazed there are 16. The demand for salted fish is so high. Uh, There's like one fish missing in all of that. Perhaps if he just does this, enough fish will get in, so that hopefully some fish will come out. That's like a really bad rate of return. And now, who was free? Somebody was just stuck in the middle of the ocean, weren't they? How about you? Oh, you've got a job. Any problems? You're trying to sell mirrors. Why aren't people buying? Because they're starving. I wonder if I could incorporate into your route. If we could switch them round, so you go to Eastern Heraclea first. Pick up some salted fish. That's too much of a bother. Salted fish is so cheap. He might finally start making a profit. He's got 8,000 to go. Oh, Gilgamesh. He's dreamy, the way he sells them swords. Right, I have a decent amount of money now, so I'm thinking I'm going to revamp this Carthage route because I am not happy with what's happening here. Because these people are absolutely starved and yet they're drowning in fish. So, fish salter, fish salter, fish salter. I think that's it. And then we're going to look at the fish route. And basically just get rid of all these. I've had enough. Basically undermining my own business. That's fine. Go to Western Carthage. On your Egyptian barge, pick up that should do. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 6 should be fine. When I upgrade to a Hippoium, I can do 9. But I've not got that money yet. So go to Western Carthage. Go to regular Carthage, change to a merchant galley. That's a lot of salt. Then basically, you just go to Utica, the other one, Kerian, and then to Thapsus. And that... Oh. Well, fine, go back to Carthage and turn into an Egyptian barge. Now that was fast. Because I'm done. I'm done with trying to appease these people. Oh, that's salt. It's my salt and you ain't getting it. I want to have a look at that. You're trying to sell fish. Stop it. What are you trying to do? Also trying to sell fish. Now these are going to make me money. King Solomon is crowned. Preparations for a visit by a foreign dignitary has made a very lucrative market in Western Second. Merchant Sargon is getting impatient. I don't like when that happens. What's Sargon trying to do? Where is Sargon? I do have somebody on the dive route, don't I? See the Phoenecia. Well. Change of plan. Good heavens, how much of my time wasted? How much bloody time have I wasted? These people are so starved of all materials. Well, now it's telling me. I mean, look at that. It's a shame the buildings can't get bonuses, because there'll be some bonuses to get there. Now don't go. I'm fixing things. Quick. Let's fight them off. I'm glad that happened. Can I build a canal between there? No, the answer. And I'm not surprised, because look at this, it's hilly. I'm forcing it to go uphill. Right, Sargon was able to do something now, I think. Well, he's not there. Where is Sargon? Oh, he's able to join the new queue. I think most of my income is now coming from fights. Ivory Gibraltar Sicily is doing a great job. Marvellous. Like, Sargon's finally able to get started with something. I'm surprised how patient these people have been. This has been absolutely atrocious. Oh, I can get a sail now. So let's have a look at the route that you're on. Hippolyum. That also carries 8. I thought it carried 9. Oh well. Utica white goods. I mean, look at that. It's got an honest reputation as Sargon. There's got to be a faster way of doing it than this. Uh-oh. And just as you were making money as well. So Ashurbanipal's and the Ivory Gibsig route. Which, full enough, has been doing so well so far. I haven't thought to put any guards on it. There we go, Ivory Gibsig. Off you go, and I'll give you some protection this time. I wonder if it'd be worth these people picking up dyes themselves. But it's going to be such a faff. Reordering all of these routes? No, thank you. Although Sargon's the only one getting serviced, so maybe... Oh, but it's such a pain. I've got to go through all of these. Oh. Is there any way I can... No, there's no shortcut. I just want to add a market to the top. Okay. Alright. Fine. I've got this. We'll go Western Major Thrombosis. We'll go to Western Athena. And then to Western Carthage. No. To Hippodiratus. And a die. With a die, cloth. Dyed ceramics. You're then going to go to Utica, where you will change into a galley. So I was saying earlier about the design decisions of this game, and I can think of a major flaw with this game, and it's what I'm doing right now. I like the challenge. New and exciting goods and all that, but this bit isn't particularly fun. I shouldn't think it's fun to watch, but you can always double speed this. I can't double speed my life, so spare a thought for me. And then you turn back into a tray. That works. So what I'm thinking now is I can go into Kerouan White Goods, rename it to Thapsus White Goods. Good point. So Kerouan White Goods, Thapsus White Goods, where you instead end up in Thapsus. And then Utica White Goods, delete that. And we take Kerouan White Goods, change it to Utica, and then they just stop there. Save. Okay. So you can drop that. Xerxes, get on it. And Sargon, get on that. And drop that. And that leaves you free to do something else, actually. I just don't know what. Probably silver. Oh, I know what's not a bad one for you to do. People are probably starved for all of these. So you go on White Goods Sicily. You've already got some dyes on your persons. Okay, I feel a bit better about myself now. I've got some money in my pocket. What I might do is I'll go to Carthage and just flash my cash a bit. Or not. Put a canal. Which should help with things. I'm hoping they'll just go through there. I'll just cut off this journey. And then we'll go to Sicily. Thinking about doing something similar through here. So rather than going all the way around there, perhaps I could just go through here. Might be an idea. So much salted fish. What do I do? Salted fish root. Fish, sick, jib. Starting in eastern Heraclea Minor. On the hip I am. Go to Agrigas. Go to Eastern Gades. And then go to Tartessus. God, these places are getting very small. Now, do we have any spare merchants? No. But what I also want to do is to keep on forgetting. Men at arms. I think salted fish sells for a good price. Yeah, 240 at least, so that's well worth it. That's profit, I'm sure. So save that. We'll have a new merchant. One who does famine relief is a good start. And you can do fish. Sicily, since you're drowning in fish, you may as well share it with the rest of the class. Now, how's this looking in terms of scores? Still a local big shot. I've not moved. So, it's got to be based on population because I've expanded to more areas, but just there's less people. Right, what's Naramsin selling? I don't know. The game won't tell me. Mirrors? Not bad. They really want salted fish. Oh, price gouging, please. That wasn't the Gilgamesh. That was Ibn Sin. Oh, these places have surely got to be a bit more nicer to live in. That's better. I might buy some wheels for these people. That's expensive. And from the top, aggregates, white goods, bibless fish. Cedar Phoenecia. That's now a defunct route, so I'll just leave that. Die Phoenecia. Huh. No, I guess it isn't. That must have been a really inefficient route. They must be going all the way back on a camel. Fish, that's done. That upgraded. God, it's nice to have some money for a change. Wheeled rate, hippoim. That. Western Arpad. How backward are these routes? Is there no caravanserai at Carthage? Doesn't look like it actually. Right, Ivory Fon is. This is really quite hard work. I hope it's worth it. Wheel dray. It might explain why I was struggling so much earlier on. It's just that everything is really inefficient. I think it's worth upgrading these to hippoems because they're quicker. That's nice. Again, mirrors, hippoems, lovely. Mirrors, hippoems, lovely. Oh, salt, hippoems, fine. There is. I don't think there is a better way of doing it than this. So you just you know, bear with me. Hippoems. That's silver in land. Oh, I must have done the other one. That's better. Hippoems. Wheeled drays. Hippoems. We're on the S's. I can't remember if this is like the initial S's or if it's the... Oh, swords. They're definitely getting an upgrade. Wheeled trays. Ah, you're not a wheeled tray. Or a hippoem. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, and somewhere somebody's watching this and flinching every time I say that. Hippoem. Hippoem? I guess. Utica. Come on, we're almost there. We'll see this through. We're on this. And then... white goods. Oh, I feel like we've been through something together. Lovely. What do you think of this Carthage fish? Take some more salt, it can't hurt. A bit more for Utica, a bit more for kerosene, and Thapsus. No, Utica gets 3, kerosene gets 3, Thapsus gets 2. May as well. We might be able to work our way through some of this demand. Where's your Carthage fish? Salted fish is such a beggar of a good. Nice. Mirrors, Carth, foe is. Ivory phone is. Right, I think things are going somewhere. No, Snackrib is getting impatient. Why? Ugh. Well, at least it's got rid of all the houses there. Tell you what, try again. Oh, look at all this. Where have all these people gone? There's nobody in Gaza. There's 2 people in Western Second. Mirrors. Sick Gib. Animal husbandry, I think. Also, look at these awards that they've got. I don't think there's much more to this now. No, I think there's some new commodities coming later on. I was hoping I'd get this over in 2 videos. 5 hours I thought would be enough, but evidently not. Merchant articlre. Oh! Right, yes. Got some work to do. I've got to stop doing this kind of like flitting over all over the place, because that's causing problems. I've got like 100 years to now try to fix all of these problems and hope all these people come back. Because in Western Sicily, they've not had white goods for years. They don't seem to be too fussed though. Oh wow! That just went up by 3,000. None of those are useful. Still. Salted fish is becoming quite valuable now. Okay. What's happening in Phoenecia? I wish this wouldn't happen. They're both buying the same goods and will leave at the same time. I'd rather one of them bought all the goods and the other one just sort of waited. Glass making is demanded by Acropolis. Glass is demanded by Acropolises and palaces. Okay. What does a glass look like? Well, it's kind of a see-through. So there's a glass blower there. Sand. There's some sand pits the other side of the map, so forget about you. There's some sand that's in a more reasonable location. I am going to use my advanced knowledge here and know that later on it turns into coloured glass, so I want it near here. This looks like a good place for glass. What's your problem, apart from the fact that everything is very expensive? I don't know what to do about that. I'm thinking now, maybe he's having a fish salter in have one in Gaza. Salt. So rather than trying to share the route out, price gouging, please. Souls of Fish never gets low. Because the temple and the... Well, I guess what you could say is, who needs dwellings? Well, I do for the score. What's Sennacherib doing? Okay, let's have a look at glass. I don't think glass is produced anywhere else. Carthage? No glass. No, there's no sand in Carthage. Well, there is. It's the wrong kind of sand. Thrace, Gibraltar, Western Sicily. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So we'll take the Kingdom of Israel. And... yes, it's set up a little thing here. Can I make a canal? No. Well, that's no good to anybody. Ooh. In fact, you know what? This is going to require a bit of thought and some more route planning. So I'm going to have to make this into a video 3. Good grief. Well, we'll be up to about 7-8 hours of this mission. And that's good stuff. There's a lot less people living here than when we started this 2.5 hours ago. So I'll have to find somewhere that looks prosperous. Oh god, nobody lives in Byblos. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Nobody lives anywhere. They've just been wiped out. Oh, there's a few hardy souls in Thapsus. That was bad. That was really bad. I mean, the supplies are working their way in, but it's very slow. Lack of salted fish. Salted fish is a bane of my life. The bane of these people's lives. Still, I can't find a prosperous city to end the video on, so I'm just going to slink away in an embarrassed manner. And I will see you guys next time. I mean, I've only got another 124 years to go, so hopefully it won't be quite such an epic journey. With that, I will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you made it this far. And if you do want to inflict on anybody 2.5 hours of careful economic management, feel free to share the video. And I will see you